Negative thoughts are often automatic and can manifest as incorrect assumptions, unrealistic self-criticisms, or even denial of reality. They tend to pop into our minds without warning, much like ants at a picnic. While one or two negative thoughts might not ruin our day, an entire colony of them can overwhelm us and make life unpleasant. These thought patterns can take various forms, such as all or nothing thinking, overgeneralization, mental filtering, and jumping to conclusions. For example, all or nothing thinking involves seeing things in black and white categories, where anything less than perfect is considered a total failure. Recognizing these patterns is crucial for developing awareness and acceptance of our thoughts. The impact of negative thoughts on mental well-being can be profound. They can affect our relationships, lower self-esteem, and make it harder to navigate daily life. Prolonged negativity can lead to stress, activating the body's fight or flight response and releasing cortisol into the bloodstream. Negative thinking can also contribute to or exacerbate mental health conditions such as anxiety and depression. The relationship between negative thoughts and depression is cyclical, with each reinforcing the other. For instance, someone with depression may struggle to find the energy to get out of bed, and negative thoughts can further impair their ability to function and heal. Negative thinking can have physical health consequences. Extended periods of negativity can slow digestion, decrease the immune system's ability to fight inflammation, and make individuals more susceptible to illness. This highlights the importance of addressing negative thought patterns for both mental and physical well-being. Understanding the triggers that lead to negative thinking is essential for developing effective coping strategies. Stress. High-pressure situations or ongoing stressors can activate negative thought patterns. Past experiences. Traumatic events or negative experiences from the past can shape our thinking in the present. Perfectionism. Setting unrealistically high standards for oneself can lead to self-criticism and negative self-talk. Comparison. Constantly comparing oneself to others can trigger feelings of inadequacy and negative thoughts. Environmental factors. Certain environments or situations may consistently evoke negative thinking. Physical health. Illness, fatigue, or hormonal changes can influence our mood and thought patterns. Media consumption. Excessive exposure to negative news or social media can impact our perspective. Recognizing these triggers is the first step in developing strategies to transform negative thoughts. By practicing mindfulness and self-awareness, we can learn to identify when negative thinking patterns are emerging and take steps to reframe our perspective. In conclusion, understanding the nature of negative thoughts Their impact on mental well-being and common triggers is crucial for developing inner strength and emotional resilience. This awareness forms the foundation for learning techniques to transform negative thoughts and cultivate a more balanced and positive outlook on life. Mindfulness techniques offer powerful tools to transform negative thoughts and cultivate inner peace. These practices help individuals develop a greater awareness of their thought patterns and emotions, allowing them to respond to challenges with clarity and resilience. One of the fundamental aspects of mindfulness is learning to acknowledge thoughts without judgment. This practice involves observing your thoughts as they arise, without labeling them as good or bad. By doing so, you create a space between yourself and your thoughts, allowing for a more objective perspective. To practice this technique, imagine your thoughts as clouds passing through the sky of your mind. Just as you wouldn't try to stop or change the clouds, allow your thoughts to come and go without attempting to alter them. This approach helps to break the cycle of negative thinking by reducing the emotional charge associated with certain thoughts. Present moment awareness is a cornerstone of mindfulness that can enhance mental well-being and enrich daily life. This skill involves bringing your attention back to the immediate world around you and the experience you're living in each moment. By focusing on the here and now, you can reduce stress and anxiety that often stem from worries about the future or regrets about the past. To cultivate present moment awareness, try engaging your senses fully in everyday activities. For example, when taking a shower, notice the sensation of water on your skin, the scent of the soap, and the sound of the running water. This practice helps ground you in the present, preventing your mind from wandering to negative thoughts. Mindful breathing exercises are simple yet effective techniques for calming the mind and reducing anxiety. These practices involve focusing your attention on your breath, using it as an anchor to the present moment. By doing so, you can interrupt the cycle of negative thinking and create a sense of inner calm. One popular breathing exercise is the 4-4-4 technique, also known as box breathing. To practice this breathing, 1. Inhale slowly for a count of 4. 2. Hold your breath for a count of 4. 3. Exhale slowly for a count of 4. 4. Hold your breath for a count of 4 before inhaling again. Repeat this cycle for several minutes, focusing solely on your breath. This exercise can help regulate your nervous system and provide a sense of control over your thoughts and emotions. Another effective technique is alternate nostril breathing. This practice involves using your fingers to alternate between breathing through your left and right nostrils. This method is known to reduce stress and improve respiratory function, helping to clear the mind of negative thoughts. By incorporating these mindfulness techniques into your daily routine, you can develop greater awareness of your thought patterns and learn to respond to negative thoughts with compassion and understanding. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate negative thoughts entirely, but rather to change your relationship with them. Through consistent practice, you can cultivate inner strength, emotional resilience, and a more balanced perspective on life. Cognitive restructuring is a powerful technique that helps individuals transform negative thoughts and cultivate a more balanced perspective on life. This process involves identifying thought patterns, challenging negative thoughts, and reframing perspectives to foster inner strength and emotional resilience. Recognizing negative thought patterns is the first step in cognitive restructuring. These patterns, also known as cognitive distortions, can manifest as incorrect assumptions, unrealistic self-criticisms, or even denial of reality. Catastrophizing, expecting the worst to happen in every situation. Overgeneralization, taking one negative event and believing it will keep happening. Personalization, believing that everything others do or say is a reaction to you. All or nothing thinking, viewing things as either perfect or terrible, with no middle ground. To identify these patterns, it's helpful to keep a mood diary. This practice allows you to note down automatic thoughts that give you unpleasant or distressing feelings. By writing them down, you can highlight patterns of thinking, making it easier to challenge any thinking errors you may have. Once you've identified your negative thought patterns, the next step is to challenge them. This process involves questioning the accuracy and validity of your thoughts. Here are some strategies to help you challenge negative thoughts. Socratic questioning. Ask yourself questions like, is this thought realistic? Or, am I basing my thoughts on facts or feelings? Examining the evidence. Weigh the evidence for your interpretation of a situation. Consider how likely it is that a negative outcome will occur and whether you could handle it if it did. Catastrophizing. Ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? And follow the scenario through logically. This can help reduce irrational anxiety and show that even worst-case scenarios are manageable. Seeking alternative explanations. Consider other ways to view the situation. This can help break the cycle of negative thinking and open up new perspectives. Reframing perspectives is a crucial part of cognitive restructuring. It involves changing the lens through which you view the world. allowing you to see things in a different, more positive light. Here are some techniques for reframing. Positive reframing. Think about a negative or challenging situation in a more positive way. This could involve identifying a benefit or upside to a negative situation that you hadn't considered before. Gratitude practice. Find something to be grateful for in challenging situations. This type of positive reappraisal can shift your focus from negative aspects to positive ones. Cognitive flexibility. Try to think about situations flexibly in different ways until you land on an interpretation that feels right to you. Remember, the first reappraisal might not always stick, and that's okay. Perspective taking. Try to look at the situation from someone else's point of view. Ask yourself, if I told someone else about this situation, would they interpret it the same way? By practicing these cognitive restructuring techniques, you can learn to transform negative thoughts and cultivate a more balanced and positive outlook on life. Remember, changing thought patterns takes time and practice. Be patient with yourself as you work on developing these skills. With consistent effort, you can enhance your mental well-being, build emotional resilience, and create a more balanced life. The steps to transform negative thoughts is a journey that can profoundly impact our mental well-being and overall quality of life. By understanding the nature of negative thoughts, practicing mindfulness techniques, and applying cognitive restructuring methods, we can cultivate inner strength and emotional resilience. This process allows us to respond to challenges with greater clarity and balance, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling life. As we continue to practice these techniques, it's important to remember that transforming negative thoughts is an ongoing process that requires patience and self-compassion. By consistently applying these strategies, we can gradually reshape our mindset and develop a more positive outlook on life. To begin your journey towards a positive transformation, click here to explore more resources and tools to support your growth. Remember, every step you take brings you closer to a more balanced and enriched life experience. Namaste.